Hey. Broadcast is live. Here we go.
All right, it says we're on. I am going on our YouTube page right now.
We're not live on YouTube yet.
Nope.
Now we are.
Now we are. It's kind of late. I kind of decided that we were going to do this late. I was sitting there because Brittany went home. And
Shocker.
I know. I was like, what am I going to do with all my free time, you know?
Chris, that's a really nice phone camera you got there. You probably look the best out of anybody.
No, I was going to ask you. I thought you were on a phone. What kind of camera are you on?
Some Logitech piece of crap.
No, it looks great.
Alrighty.
We got 4 people in here already. Hello, everybody.
I just shared it in High Tone Hunters. What is on?
Oh, maybe I gotta.
Why can't I see your comment? I can see it on here, but I can't.
I saw yours, but I can't see the StreamYard one. Oh, there it is.
There it is. Okay. I wish I could see who was in here. That'd make me a lot happier.
What, like
Tom?
Facebook?
Hi, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
Peepaw.
Digging Juggernaut, what's going on, dude? Late night hangout session.
Yeah, this is late night for me. I've never done these before.
I've never live streamed before, so this is a first.
Mm-hmm.
Good times.
I wish Tom would come in here. That'd be entertaining.
Yeah, show us your seated half.
If you send me a picture of it, Tom, I'll share it on here.
Don't need to grab my large cent. Like KG3.
Here we go. Nick's already grabbing the KG3.
Here it is. Absolutely wiped.
Focus. Hang on.
You can kind of see the bust.
I moved you to the full screen, so it's all on you now.
I see that.
Nice.
You can kind of see Britannia on the back.
We just know it's a KG3.
Yeah, we just know it's a KG3. Because, yeah. It's probably an 1806 because they didn't really make any of them after that. It was just when he was king or when he ruled.
Yeah, I wish it would have been a colonial one. I mean, I guess 1800s is almost colonial, but if it would have been like a 1780s or 1770s, that would have been fantastic, and I would have been very, very surprised.
Yeah, it's no flowing hair.
No. Drape. I thought it was just a drape bust, wasn't it?
That could have been a drape bust. Yeah, it's a drape bust.
I think it is.
That's what it is.
So, Chris, I don't know how much you've been paying attention to the chat the last couple days, but
thanks, Mike.
What?
He goes, dang, Nick, do you even game?
What, you like this?
Sweet hat. I like it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, by the way.
Brian says he's scared. Come join.
Brian's scared for what?
I don't know. He said he's scared. I told him to come join. No, but Chris, in the last month, we've gained almost 70,000, or not 70,000, 70 subscribers.
70,000. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be something. I would have quit my job probably.
Dang, chair move.
Yeah, but we got 70 subscribers over the last month. We got quite a lot of views. We're gonna be getting into a good start here this year. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, I've been blown away by the amount of subscribers we've gained over the last month.
It's only going to go up too, because once we get to, Dig Stock Mini, and then we're going to be filming all day, every day. And I should be able to get at least 2 weeks of video out of that because I'm gonna try and post them a little bit more sporadically this time.
Right.
Because last year it was like, oh, we have 3 videos to post, boom, 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 and then don't post for a month.
Yeah, that's how we roll. What was my gold ring video at last time you checked?
PA Relic Hunters, hello, welcome to the stream. It was at like 5.8, but it was at almost 6 today. I saw.
It's at 6.1 right now.
Nice. Wow.
What did you ask about?
It's the video where I found my gold ring.
Oh yeah.
I have that here. It's right, actually.
You do have that one.
Right on the table here. For anyone who doesn't know, Nick is the other co-conspirator behind VC Variety, and Chris is our fatherly figure that we all look up to and go protecting with.
You gotta throw that little tiny
keep,
ring.
Keep you kids in line.
You try.
You gotta babysit Brian more than us.
That's no lie. Can't take that guy anywhere. Oh my gosh, that's chunky.
It was tiny. It hardly fits on my pinky.
Yeah.
Oh really?
It barely fits on my pinky.
Yeah.
I mean, it almost fits inside this ring that I wear, and I wear that one on my index finger. You got all sorts of goodies in here, Nick. There's also a Wheatie in here.
Oh, that 1909 VDB?
Yeah.
That one? But not the S?
Not the S.
I forget what house I found that on.
That was the one where the wedding was or whatever.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. PA
Really?
Relic Hunters. We did not do a ton of video work last summer where we were here in Michigan. We couldn't do a lot of houses because it was very hot and dry, and we didn't want to mess up anyone's yards because, obviously we're above that. We're not here to trash people's yards or anything. So I think I only got 2 or 3 videos out of the fall. Maybe it was 4. I don't remember. But
It wasn't many.
yeah. No, so we did not get as many videos as we want. We haven't posted in a while. Right now we're doing these live streams to kind of keep, people coming around. I'm working on a couple things right now. One of them being there was a article written about us. Let me see if I can find that on Facebook. It was actually about the Wanderers.
It was about their video.
Yeah. I'm going to copy this link here on my computer.
But it was about this.
There's that link. And that's one of our fields that we were in. We had the Wanderers down. We had Gary Boblik from, what is he? Up North Diggers, I think.
Gary?
Yeah, Gary.
Good old Gary.
Mm-hmm. And we found KG3. Nick found the KG3. And so, yeah, somebody, a radio personality, wrote up an article for it. And right now I am working with a news director for one of our local news networks to get a story written up about that.
Is that going anywhere?
I have a meeting with the news director next week, Monday or Tuesday.
Really?
Just to see if that's something they'd want to do. Because I told them about all the other stuff we found, like my gold coin, Brian's Drake bust, and all that stuff precedes when Ottawa County was even settled and
Right.
divided up and everything. So, I mean, that's some old history, especially for our area.
Yeah, that was that article was written by 1077 WRKR. Does anybody know where that's from?
DF Digger, happy Friday. What's a good word tonight, man? Digging Juggernaut. I love snow. We have snowmobiles up here, And so when we're not metal detecting, man, we are out snowmobiling as much as possible. Having a ball.
No, we are not.
Sorry,
I hate
Chris.
this.
Chris sits home and goes to bed at 9 o'clock every night. But
No. That's Nick, but I just stay inside where it's warm. Where it's
Yeah, I got
warm.
5 minutes. I got to go in 5 minutes.
Come on, it's Friday. You can stay up a couple minutes late.
I keep forgetting it's
9:30.
Friday, really.
I know I don't have to open in the morning. Yeehaw!
That's a first.
Shit. It was a bad summer. Yeah, I mean, I said earlier we made the mistake of whenever we got videos done, we just kind of pushed them out as quick as we could. And so there was a couple days where, like, you know, every 2 days we'd put a video out, and then I wouldn't post for a month. So this year I'm going to try and do a little bit better at being structured and trying to maintain a schedule. That way it's not just like video, and then you don't hear from us again until June.
It's kind of working.
DF Digger, we got a month at least, I think, before we can dig up here too. I mean, we got probably 18 inches of snow on the ground right now, and that ground is frozen.
Yep. A good month for sure.
Mm-hmm. But we did. Mike and I got into a field probably 3 weeks ago now, right before we got all this snow. And I popped a matron head large send out of that field, and we were only there for about 30 minutes. So there's a lot of aluminum in that field, and unfortunately it rings up exactly like a Indian head would. But I'm excited to get back in that field.
Tom sorry to interrupt. Tom put a picture of his seated half in the Facebook group chat.
Mike, yes, you can join. Just go to Mike.
He's got the link.
Is that still in the group chat?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Mike, just go to the link, then you can come on. Go to.
Hey, there's the echo.
Sorry, that was me. I was just watching it on my laptop, and for some reason it started being loud. There we go.
All right, there's that seated half that Tom found. First 1800s coin right there. That's a heck of a first coin for your first one in the 1800s. But I was shocked when that came out. I didn't think it was going to be a seated half.
Well, yeah,
What
I
year
saw
is
it
that?
first.
56?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Brian and I both swung over that, and I'm like, it's a nail one way, and it's a piece of aluminum the other way. That's how bad the signal was. And he's like, I'm just going to dig it. So we dug it up, and it was dark out, and we were looking in the hole. And I just saw fat, round, and silver. So I quick covered it up before anybody else saw it. I just yelled at everybody to get over there.
That's crazy.
I would like to dig another one of those.
What's that?
Were you there at that time, or
no?
That was the day you skipped.
Chris
that was one of the days.
Digging that field.
No.
All right. Let me turn my thing off there, and let's add Lucky Mike.
Hey, Mike.
On, buddy?
Oh man, there he is.
Ha! What's up, guys?
What's happening?
Chris, you look so good on camera.
Well, thank you. As do you, sir.
Chris, do you got your hat on? Do you got the right hat on?
No, I got my.
Oh my goodness!
What in the world?
I know. I don't have a VC variety hat.
How do you not have one?
I don't know. You guys know.
Chandler, how many do you have sitting in that room right now?
Like 7.
Yeah. So that's the problem.
Must not have picked it up.
Yeah, that must be it.
I don't remember the last time I saw Chris, to be perfectly honest with you.
Who? What are you
How's
talking
that rainbow?
about? I just saw you a week ago.
What? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh.
PA Relic Hunters, yeah, that's on my bucket list too. That was found by one of our other guys, Tom. I know he's watching, but None of us, I don't think, have ever found a $50 like that. Nick has a Barber $50 from 1906. I don't even have a Clad Kennedy $50.
That should be in that bag too, or that should be in the. It's in that case. I don't know if you want to
Okay.
look for it. You don't have to look for it.
It's all the way on the couch. That's a long way away.
What else do I have in here?
I've got two
I got your
Morgan dollars
Walker
I
hand.
found.
That's right. You do have my walker.
You found Morgans, Chris?
Two of them.
You found them or they were planted?
I dug them up out of the ground.
Because somebody told me a story about how they got you good or something sometime with Morgans.
That may have something to do with it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
That's a story for another time. Yeah, maybe we'll have to save that for TikTok when we're sitting around at night talking. It's a good story. I got pranked. I got pranked hard.
Got pranked hard.
Oh yeah.
So DF Digger, that's awesome that you guys were able to get on the riverbed. That would be cool. I think we should all try and do a little bit more river hunting this year as well. I've been talking with Joe and Mark and Jake, and there's a couple of older places that we can research. DF Digger, we don't do a ton of water hunting, but we are definitely going to try to this summer. We got to put in the research to see what we can find. I don't think any of us researched it last year. So
Does that mean I need to keep the Pro?
might have to.
Because my Deus will not work in the water like that.
I got a simplex
exactly
you can use.
Can I use the headlight?
Yes, you can. It
Underwater?
works underwater. It does.
Scuba mode.
It'll help me
Scuba
find it when
mode.
it floats away.
Yep.
So PA Relic Hunters wants to know, what are you guys white whales for this year? Coin and relic. I'll start. I would like to find a seated half dime this year. I know Mike got one last year. I would like to find one of those. I think that would be my coin. Relic wise, I know it's not really like metal detecting related, but like I would like to find a really nice arrowhead out somewhere. Or like when we go down to North Carolina, like a nice snake buckle or really nice colonial belt buckle, you know. I think that would be my personal tops for the year. What about you guys?
My white whale would be anything 1800 silver right now.
Nick,
I've seen
you
too
don't
many
have
pulled
anything.
out.
You don't have anything silver 1800s. I didn't know that.
I do not.
Wow.
Not everybody can pick up a seated quarter with a hole through it.
Well, you know, somebody's got to do it.
I've only found barbers, and they're all been in the 1900s.
Wow.
Mike, what about you?
I can't say I've made a list yet.
That's fair.
I'm pretty new to this yet, so like it's kind of like whatever comes out of the ground, I'm pretty happy with.
And
Especially
usually
if it's a
stuff that you
standing
pull out of
liberty,
the
just
ground
rub
makes
it.
you pretty happy.
Yeah,
I remember you were happy about your first memorial.
I'm pretty spoiled. Yes, that is correct.
Does everybody know that story?
I don't know.
Which one?
The one where Mike went detecting with us, and it was probably one of his first times with us as a group. And what was that? You pulled out an 1827 large scent.
29. Yes.
29. Yeah, it's like his second time ever going with us. He's like, "What's this?
What
We're
is this thing?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Brian looks at it. He's like, "What the world?"
I don't think before that time I had found a memorial.
You haven't even found a
because
wheat
you
before
went
that.
you went in
No,
fields with
I
us.
definitely had not found a wheat. It was only like
No.
spoiled.
For those of you who don't know, so Mike I went to high school with Mike. Mike, were you a year ahead of me? Or two?
A year. 'Cause you were
A year?
Yeah, a year. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I was a year behind Mike, and so I knew Mike from school and everything. And I saw him post in one of the metal detecting pages on Facebook, locally here, and I was like, "Is that the Mike Dykstra that I went to school with?" You know, I doubt it, but let's take a look. And so it was, and I texted him, and I was like, "Dude, me and my buddy, we do all this metal detecting. You got to come with us." And he came with his machine, and we were talking, and I said, "Listen, man, you got to upgrade." So
The first time time he went out with it too.
Yeah, I
Hey, you
used
got to
it for like
upgrade that
15
thing.
minutes. And you're like, yeah, this machine's
Yeah.
garbage. I'm like, all right, whatever. And then
Mm-hmm.
you set me up, and you're like, well, you have two options, the Vanquish or the Equinox. And I'm like, well, we're going to go big or go home. So I went for the Equinox. And the rest
Good
is pretty
choice.
much history.
Yeah.
Mike's first time out, Nick found his first largie. I found the gold coin. And that week, I think we went to like 3 or 4 different fields, and not one of them had memorials or wheats in it. It was just strictly Indian, Civil War tokens, largies. I found a V-nickel. And then it took like a month for Mike to find a Wheatie.
Yeah, we had a pretty large drought there for anything big, like large sense. Or any Indians. You had a big Indian drought too.
I did, yeah. Well, and then when I went back
Oh.
to work in May, then
Yeah.
I didn't.
That's
I
what
didn't
it
go
was.
out.
It was when the work started back up, and then summer came, and it kind of just slowed down quickly.
Mm-hmm. Tom, what field do you want to go back to?
You want to go back to Goldfield?
There's still stuff there.
Yeah.
We hit
We're
that
still-
field pretty hard.
we're-
though.
Never hunted out, Chris. Come on, don't you watch
I
the
know
River
that.
Boys?
I've seen them one time.
Once. Just once. I need to fill up my water. I will be right back.
Oh man.
So,
the
Chris?
host is gone. What do we do?
Chris?
Yeah. Hello.
How did you get into metal detecting? I don't know if I've ever heard that story.
It's always intrigued me since I was a little kid. If you go and ask my mom what I wanted to be when I grew up, it was 3 things: a cop, an archaeologist, or a truck driver. so I've always been interested in stuff in the ground. I mean, loved the idea of just digging stuff up. But and I remember one time as a little kid, my dad borrowed a metal detector from somebody, and I remember that really vividly. Never did anything with it, and then fast forward to 5 years ago or so, a guy at work had one. He didn't really use it, so he let me have it just to play with. It was a little bounty hunter, and I took it home, and within a couple of minutes, I found a button in my yard, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is awesome!" Then I got on YouTube, started watching all the videos.
The Hoover
Started
Boys,
watching-
you mean?
Actually, I started with Aqua Tigger, and then Nugget Noggin, and then the Hoover Boys. Yes, definitely the Hoover Boys. So then I got, I was into it. I was hooked. And then if I get into something, I'm like 110%. So, I mean, I was out metal detecting like every hour that I could in my own yard, and I found so much stuff. You could come to my yard. My house is 105 years old. You won't find a thing. Seriously, it is hunted out. But yeah. After that, I started with an Ace 400 and found almost everything I could in my yard. Then I got an AT Pro and kind of branched out a little bit, and then got to know people. I met Brian, and then we were hunting together, and then. Yeah, it just I love it. It just the local history too. I just like digging up history. I don't everybody. You know how it is when you tell people what you find. Like, oh, what's that worth? I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's not about what the coins are worth. It's just I like the local history, and then finding the stuff that's lost in the ground and wondering what the story behind it was, especially with like rings and jewelry and stuff like that.
I think we're starting to get a pretty good handle of our history around here. I mean, we're all from the same area, obviously, since we all hunt together. And I think we're starting to really get a good idea of what was kind of going on in our county and everything.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
We've got a lot of... I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that, I mean, we had a lot of, I guess, travel. I mean, we got the train station, and a lot of people came through here, and there's just a lot of activity around here that we're just starting to, I think, scratch the surface.
Yeah, oh, my computer's being dumb. Hang on. that train station field that we've been working in, it's called the Coopersville and something Railroad, and that used to go all the way up to Traverse City. So something that DK from Adventures in Dirt suggested to me was that the British coins that we're finding, or the earlier coins, or the British gold coin, could have been brought in from Canadians coming down from Canada for work, whether they were French or British or whatever, people up there. There's a couple of comments I wanted to address here. PA Relic Hunters, he said he wants to find a Flying Eagle 2 center and a Trime. I think I'm the only one out of us four that have found all three of those last year. I don't think any of you I don't think you guys have. DF Digger also wanted to know what's the oldest thing you guys have found in our area. I would say the field that we were working in, that train station field, we found the early 1800s KG3 and
1806.
1806 KG3 and 1798 Drake bus large tent. Our county was kind of zoned in the 1820s, I think, and officially settled in the 1840s. So for stuff to be there from the 1700s is extremely rare, just because, our county's just not that old, whereas like Detroit or Sault Ste. Marie, those places go back into the 1700s with the French and everything.
Sault Ste. Marie goes back into the 1600s, 1650s.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yep.
But I mean, for where we are to find stuff like that, that is, I think, pretty rare. Tim, what's going on, man? You started with a bounty hunter. I didn't start with one of the. Nick and I had Ace 300s to start out with.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, what's going on, buddy? Tom, you're going to find a large set this year. I know it for a fact. I'd be willing to put money on it right now.
Oh, Tom wants to go back to where he found this seated.
Hey, Brian's here. Hey, Brian.
Hi, Brian. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
I'll be right back. Hang on, guys.
I don't know if I still have permission for that field because they were kind of iffy on it, and they were like, well, can you do it in a day? And I was like, yeah, and then we went back like 4 times. So, I mean, I don't know if we can do it again.
Hey, we respected the Sunday thing, okay?
Yeah, we did.
No making holes on Sunday. You got a nap.
Can't do
nap
it.
Day.
PA Relic Hunters, we did find a couple railroad-related items there, railroad spikes, stuff like that. A lot of broken glass. That was out in the field.
I wish we would have found a railroad button or some kind of buckle that signified railroad type.
Well, when Brian and Tom and I were there, I mean, there was a whole nother part of the field that we went to, and there was a whole nother iron patch that we could barely hit just because you'd sink this far into the mud with every step. So that field is nowhere near hunted out.
No.
DF Digger, we are located west of Grand Rapids, Michigan. We kind of do Ottawa County, Allegan County. Every once in a while, we go bother Joe over in Caledonia.
Always. We'll steal his permission sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, railroad locks, PA Relic Hunters. That would be cool.
That would be awesome. Yeah, but I mean, I do think, initially we thought that it was going to be more of like a passenger railroad, but I think, kind of the more I think about it, it would have been just like a lumber railroad, people coming in and out, passing through,
And that's what we've heard from people in the area who's grown up there, and their families all been in the same area. They all told stories.
Mm-hmm. Ryan, we know you have land over there, and we know that none of us can come over there either. We all want to.
Yeah. That's for a different reason, though, right?
Yeah. Oh, we can go. We can go now.
Where can we go?
Oh no, we want to go in the yard.
Oh,
Where?
The place that Brian has.
Oh, okay.
At least that's where I want to go. It's in the yard.
I thought you were talking about hunting,
Oh yeah,
not dirt hunting.
no.
Hunt.
There's 5 deer in my. I sent you a picture, Nick. Yesterday.
Yeah, who
Call
knows if
them
they're
out.
gonna be around?
Call them out. It's party at Brian's. All right, you guys heard it here first. VC Variety party at Brian's.
It's not even his property though.
We're still having a party there.
We're gonna have a
family,
seated
right?
hunt there.
Here we go. He says we gotta wait till they all go to Florida. All right. So
Oh, okay.
Brian's gonna let us all know the next High Tone Hunters seated hunt is gonna be at Brian's property out there. I don't think they'd care.
They'll never know.
Joe, you've ground everywhere, man. I feel like you surround me in your permissions. You know that? I'm limited by the lake. I can't go west.
Is Joe going to North Carolina?
No.
Yeah, he's going with the Wanderers.
Is
Okay.
he?
Yep.
I did not know that. That's
Sweet.
awesome.
I've not met Joe yet.
I haven't either. I'm excited too.
Yeah.
I'm honestly kind of surprised that all of us haven't met Joe yet. You know, I mean, we're all a pretty
Joe-
big part of
Joe's not
High Tone
going.
Hunters. Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
he's not going?
I didn't think so.
I thought he
No.
was going with the Wanderers. Oh, I'm sorry.
Trevor's going.
Brian,
I thought Jake said that in one of his videos on the High Tone Hunters. But maybe that's just for whenever they go
thought
together. Thanks. Thanks, Mike.
PA Relic Hunters. Do you research old maps to see if old houses were once in the fields? Let me
oh heck yeah.
We live on those
just,
maps.
Let
That's
me
how
just show you something here a minute, man. It's gonna go kind of funky for a minute here. Okay, so I put it on my other map right now. You can see I got my Google Chrome going on right now. I have YouTube and my streaming app and Facebook and everything, but all of these tabs over here are all research and everything like that. All of my different townships in our county, Ottawa County here, I have pretty much on bookmark and everything. And then Mike and I and all of us other guys use Onyx Hunting to pin our
There it is, Mike.
locations.
There it is.
Yeah.
Don't give them away. Come on. Don't give them away.
This is what all of our Onyxes look like right now with spots to hunt. It's all color coded and everything.
I tried to zoom out far enough.
You know, people
this
get
is,
pretty shifty with that.
This is a good question here. Do y'all recommend MindLab 800 for Virginia beaches and battlefields? Mike and Chris, you guys are going to have to take the wheels. Brian, if you got anything you want to say. I'm an AT Pro guy, so I don't really have a lot to say about it. But
So everything I've heard about the Mind Lab, I've never used my Equinox on a saltwater beach yet. But from what I hear, they're great. And so for the beach, absolutely. And then what was the other question on beaches and what?
Battlefield.
battlefields.
Can't say
Absolutely,
I've
yeah,
been to many
absolutely.
battlefields.
And he said, so I was reading that comment too. It says, y'all recommend MindLab EQ 800 for virgins, beaches, and battlefield. Do you think he meant Virginia or?
He meant Virginia. It says it.
Okay.
It says it down.
Oh, there
one.
it is. I see it there now. I was thinking maybe he was a new newbie or something like that. So, okay, cool. So yeah, absolutely. 100%.
I think any machine is probably pretty good for a battlefield, you know, especially if you're going that high caliber right away.
If you're willing to throw money away, you should just get the Deus.
I don't know. Pete Sorrell was on last time, and he said the day that XP is coming out with a new machine. So
That's true. You might want to hold out. XP is
Save
coming
your
out
money.
pretty soon. I should have held out, but
Don't be a
That's what I'm
sucker.
doing.
what? What? You mean this?
Tim, I have I have another couple of small coils. One's called like a super sniper, something like that. 2 5x8.
You're just jealous of this, Mike.
The stock coils, and then we have 13-inch storm coils.
Too small on the forearm.
You can get a different handle or a different armrest.
You could probably 3D print your own, to be honest with you, Mike.
Oh, I'm a big 3D printer.
I know it.
Yeah, you just got one at home.
Yeah, you clearly know a lot about me. I 3D print stuff all the time.
I know it. Yeah, Triple H, absolutely.
He just sits there at night and codes all night long.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I think of with Mike.
I can hardly figure out how to turn this laptop on.
You got to plug it in first.
Yeah, I think any detector would probably be decent for a battlefield. I mean, especially high-end detectors, AT Max, AT Pro, Equinox 8 and 600 XP Deus. Those are all, pretty top-of-the-line machines, and I don't think you're going to have a problem finding bullets and buttons and maybe a belt buckle or breastplate or two. But I don't think – we've all found bullets pretty easily with our machines here, both in iron patches and out in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm interested to see what kind of like water hunting we'll be able to do down at Digstock Many, because he said there's a couple old boat landings and maybe a river crossing or something like that.
Yep.
I thought he said they weren't going to allow people in the water, though.
Well, was that today when Pete he came out with something on Facebook about it being really wet or something? Or
yeah, he said there's been a lot of rain lately, so some of the lowlands is probably gonna be flooded. So just bring muck boots and rain gear.
Speedo.
There you go, Mike.
Hey guys, is there a noise in the background coming from me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it annoying?
It's not terrible.
Okay,
I'm gonna mute my mic while it's going. My kid's making himself a protein shake or something like that, so I'm gonna mute myself for a minute.
Margarita.
All right. Brian wants to come on. All right, let's let him on. Here we go.
Oh boy.
Oh, here's the party.
Brian, what's going on, buddy?
Well, I don't know how to use any of this stuff, so I'm just joining, just for fun.
All right. Keep the profanity to a minimum, okay?
Oh, I'm good at that. I never use profanity. We know that.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever heard you even swear once, actually.
No, I can assure you all the bleeps on our videos are definitely mine.
Yours or mine. Definitely yours or mine. Triple H, you got a dream of scuba diving and detecting. I know they make specialized metal detectors to take underwater to do scuba diving and metal detecting. I know there's a lot of YouTube videos. I know D Almighty has done a couple of them. There's a couple other treasure hunter YouTubers that do that. They go to like cliff jumping spots like in Hawaii or something like that and go dive down to the bottom, find rings, watches, phones.
I think
all that stuff.
I think Jigging with Jordan has done that a few times, or Yappy Twan.
Mm-hmm.
Man plus River on Facebook. He's the reason I bought a metal detector, actually.
Is he really?
Yeah. I would just
Have you guys watching the Aqua Chigger videos on YouTube? That dude is like the yard destroyer. Comes in their yard with a big old spade and just chows lawn. I'm like, how does this guy get permission to dig? I can only imagine somebody with a nice lawn. You show up with this huge spade and just leave a hole like the size of the Grand Canyon in their yard. And you're like, thanks for letting me dig. I'll be back tomorrow.
Maybe that's his claim to fame. He just drives by a yard. It's got like a pile of dirt in it. He's like, I did that yard. Did that yard.
That's me.
That yard.
That's how he knows where
you know which ones you hit.
He keeps track.
Where's
my
Tom
earlier?
I don't know where Tom's at. You guys gotta get him in here. DF Davis is a good comment. Triple H, check this out here. I don't know anything about underwater metal detecting. We stick to on land metal detecting usually. So
I like to stay dry.
Blue Nemo?
blue. No, that's Blue 3 Nemo, Mike.
Sorry.
Yeah, Joe was asking if we're gonna map out the area. I would like to say absolutely. Like if we can get it, because that's why we're going early. I'd like to do some serious map studying of that before we hit it.
I think Friday night we're gonna have like the whole meet and greet and everything, and then I think we're just gonna be turned loose to go back and go do whatever. I think we definitely got to get back to where we're staying, lay everything out that we have, and go over everything as hard as possible. Because I think we got to pick a couple spots that are going to be like, okay, you know, people are going to probably go here, and then find another couple of spots where people, you know, aren't going to want to go.
How many people were there again? Is it 1,000 or is it like
No.
750?
275.
275?
275. Yeah. There's hardly. I mean, you're talking 2,200 acres with 275 people. You're not going to see very many people around.
No, that's
But
gonna
you
be
know they're going to be hammering the most obvious sites. If there's anything that even shows an existing dwelling at all, they're going to be smoking that. So we got to go to the spots that are secluded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's gonna be some hot spots with people.
Dude,
Pete said he's going to release the maps of the area like 2 or 3 days before the hunt. So we're going to have a couple days to look at the maps here, and then even on the way down, I mean, we can in the car. I'm going to be having my laptop in the car, all
Bourbon,
internet and everything. So
Roadie. Yeah. I was just saying Roadie.
Gonna have travelers down. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll let
we'll
just show them your badge and we'll be good.
I'm a passenger. Well, maybe that might not work out. Yeah, it's gonna.
Hey, he said it's okay, guys.
Dude, that Nemo thing looks sweet.
You gonna start taking up scuba diving, Mike?
Yeah, I thought about getting my scuba license, and then I decided I probably wouldn't pass the physical with all my smoking I've done. So I threw that dream out the window.
It's fair. Look at Joe.
I'm in on that Joe. Whenever you want to go do that door knocking, you let me know. I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in. Shit, we might as well just do a seated hunt in somebody's yard on the way down and be like, listen, here's 20 of us. We're going to do a hunt in your yard. What do you say?
I'm telling you right now, we are going to hit the yard of that house we're renting. I don't care how old it is.
I'll swing it. I don't know if I'll dig it.
I'll dig it. I don't care. I'll dig some pop tabs and.
It's older. The guy said it's a little bit older, so I don't know
the
how
50s?
old that means. Probably.
Dude, silver.
Say, yeah.
Talking silver.
Yeah, heck yeah, for sure.
So DF Digger says he was looking at our area. He says there's treasure in the rivers. You're 100% right.
Oh, I'm sure.
In Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids is old. I can assure you there is treasure in there. In Holland, or no, Grand Haven, where the Grand River comes out, there might be some. The Kalamazoo River might have a little bit in it as you get into the smaller towns there that go way back. But I can assure you there's treasure in those rivers.
Let's go diving, boys.
Might be a few body parts.
I don't think you guys none of you guys even know the story, but in Allegan, Kalamazoo River, when it goes through by the dam, I know people that own kind of a property that juts off of the river, and
really,
they were walking around this property when the river was low. It's really high right now, but when the river was low, the property owner was walking along and picked up a ring she found. And it turned out to be a Jesuit ring, like Knights Templar, Brian. So,
oh man, I know that term. Your old man lingo. I mean, that was back when you were a kid.
That's right. So, but literally, she found a Jesuit ring, a Jesuit monk ring, or whatever they're called there. That's 1600 stuff.
So when
I
we
don't know
going,
what I do
Chris?
if I
You're the
found
connection here. When are we going?
I have
You
tried
know,
to
me and Chris
secure
were supposed to go there.
permission.
I got an invite with him. I'm pretty sure to that property. Then we
You-
got screwed.
This was before, yeah, Brian. This is before we met these guys, and I've been
Yeah.
trying to get permission for that property for a long time. I still
Well, we
might,
had it set. Like
we
it was a
did.
good to go, and then it got messed up.
No, it was. Remember, we got
Didn't
all
it get
that rain.
flooded?
It got completely
Yeah.
flooded. That's what
Yeah,
stopped
we were
us.
gonna go. We had the end to go, and then that whole place flooded underwater.
And there's a buried railroad track going back there for some reason. So
Because when did
Kinda-
they?
I don't know if you've known this, but I have a newfound love for railroad stations. So if there's any
You don't
railroads,
say.
you just let me know. I'm in.
Yep.
Where is that
All
thing?
right.
Show that thing off.
Looks like Joe's
Wow.
inviting us all to Allegan again.
There we go. Nobody watch what he says.
I know. He's getting me all excited. I'm going to start trying to become friends with him next year, I think.
So
More so than I already am.
Joe, you got permission along the river just below the Allen Dam in the historic district. So that's really, really close to where I'm talking about. Except I think it's on the other side of the road
Pretty junk.
of old Allegan Dam Road.
Hang on, Brian. I'm going to put you on solo layout. Show it off.
It's all
Let's
you.
see it.
You gotta have some good light for this thing, and it's because it's pretty jacked. Nah, forward
What'd
facing
you do,
cameras
smack it?
suck.
Can
No,
you switch your,
it
can you
got
switch your
this.
camera around?
Yeah, like I know how to do that.
Oh,
Oh, there he goes.
No,
Yeah,
it's
no,
not gonna work.
All right.
I'm using phone, so it's kind of junk. Hey, you guys see my cool treasure chest with all my goodies in it, all my coins.
Were you just sitting there? Never mind. I can't say that. Forget it.
No, it's in my room. I gotta hide in the room because we got the new puppy, and the new puppy is kind of crazy. So
I know. Congratulations on that, too.
We got to meet little
yeah,
Georgia.
she's yeah. I'll have to bring her out. She'll be a metal detecting mascot. She'll dig holes for us, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
I told Brian, I said, you gotta teach it to learn how to run some silver coins out in the field. You know, so they got bird
That would
dogs
be
and
so awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure dogs can sniff silver. That'd be awesome.
Well, I'll tell you one thing she's really good at sniffing is food.
yeah.
Yeah, she knows where that is every time. Doesn't matter where I hide it, she finds it and gets into it anyways.
Yep, you'll have that after first day or two.
2 weeks, dude. 2 weeks.
Okay, so Joe, you said out in the peninsula. That sounds a lot like where I have kind of permission. I wonder. Interesting.
Joe Jackson permission.
Joe jacked my permission. What's going on here, man?
I want to see if I can find that.
I know right where it is. I still have the map Chris sent me. I was sworn to secrecy, though.
Yeah. Now that's kind of
Like on the island by the.
no.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Chris. Don't tell him.
I'm gonna jack your permission, Chris.
We
Yeah,
can
we're
go
gonna
on the
find
river
it.
anytime.
We're gonna find it with our boat and just start
Yarn
detecting.
factory. See, I don't know about a yarn factory. So, but I think there was a lot of activity through there way back when.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's
Right
just
by
grab some
in
kayaks
there.
and go on the river.
I think we just need
That's
to.
probably.
I think we all
I got
need to
one,
go
Mike.
take diving lessons. And we need to.
Here's
scuba
trouble right here. Here's trouble.
Oh
let's see her.
boy,
dive. Is it a him
She's
or
out
her?
of control.
The her.
it's a her.
It's a her. She's out of control.
Oh man.
Brian's brand new puppy, Georgia. They got her. What? You guys got her yesterday?
Yesterday, she's a little crazy. You guys thought I had a lot of energy.
I didn't think you did. I know you do, Brian.
Yeah.
I'm just warming up, dude. I'm even gonna be rocking the old man sling for my metal detector when we go down there. I don't know if you know that.
Are you serious? Oh my god.
Heck yeah, dude. I'm doing the old man sling. I'm gonna rock that 15-inch coil all day until my arm falls off.
Wait,
Yeah, I probably
do you have it?
should too.
No,
What's
time out.
that?
Do you
What,
have the
what?
sling?
If you get Tom on here, he'll show you it. I ordered one, but Tom actually has it, so he
Well,
can
I just
show
want to
you.
know how much it helps.
Oh, dude, it is awesome.
How do you know it's awesome? You don't even have it.
Because Tom brought it to work. I work with Tom.
Oh, okay.
I work with Peepaw. I see him every day. I will totally be rocking that thing. I don't care, old man or not. You guys are crying about your shoulder. I'm still gonna be whacking away at the weeds.
You'll be
What about
there.
Fat
Yeah.
Man? Would it work for that too?
Yeah, we need to know that.
That's the thing. You're a big dude, so I mean, you could like carry a car rotor around on the end of your metal detector. It wouldn't phase you. You could swing like two machines at once and be like, yeah, what are you guys complaining about?
The weight is not the issue. It's the endurance.
Well, I'll tell you what. The last time me, Chandler, and Tom were at the train station, you would have been pissed because that was so bad. That mud was just ridiculous.
You would have walked out there, Mike, and then turned right around and walked back, and you would have sat there and been like, yep, that's enough for me.
Yep, I would have been like, see you later.
Even that sandy spot was bad.
Oh, dude, it was so bad.
There was
That's
nowhere
too bad.
there wasn't standing water. The entire field had standing water in it. It was ridiculous.
I feel like Nick called that though.
What?
He did. He actually
That was
sent a
gonna be
meme, and
muddy.
I was laughing
Yeah.
hysterically
Oh, yeah.
at the guy falling on his face in the mud. It was awesome.
No,
Because I'm
no,
like,
who
hey,
fell?
what do you
Who
guys
fell?
think about hitting the train station after work? And all I see is a meme of a guy splatting his face in the mud.
That one.
And that was exactly how it ended up.
It did. It was bad. I almost left. If because I pulled a mason jar lid right away. I'm like, this is bull crap. I'm out of here. And I pulled a bulb, and then Tom comes out there and he's like, yeah, let's check this out, man. Let's see what it is. Well, then I found that coin. That was the first coin I found. Obviously, you pull a Drake bust out of the ground, you ain't leaving.
No.
So then we're about ready to lose our boots going through there, and we're walking through. Then Tom found that surface Indian. Then I found that British ore coin, and yeah, it was ridiculous. We are definitely going to hit that again.
This was what Nick sent to our group chat. Brian's like, hey, let's go to the field. And that's what he said.
That was so awesome because that's exactly what the field looked like. That was like a perfect resemblance.
If you misstepped, you were just going to take a bath, and it wasn't going to be fun.
Well, the problem I had is I seriously thought I was going to break the coil off my machine because I would like use it to get my boots out of the ground. Like I couldn't walk. It was so muddy. It's like using it as a crutch. And I was just dead. I wanted to stay there longer because I knew that was going to be like the last day we were going to get. But I just couldn't do it anymore. I was blown out. Done.
You're probably pushing all the good coins down into the mud with your boots, so we won't be able to find them this fall or this spring.
Well, we do believe that we located another home site.
Oh, good.
That's
Well,
in that field because we started pulling. There was a bunch of stuff in that area that we pulled those last two coins.
The area I was in when you guys all took off and I stayed, right? East.
It's actually
on the east end of the field.
that's where I found the Drake bust was in that corner, but further north of that is actually where we found the other home site. We started pulling coins.
How far north?
It was like right along 120th, Chris.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it was probably 100 yards north of that corner where you were at.
And I was there. When you guys left, and I found that bell.
Well, that's when you found that bell. That was when I wanted to. I kept telling us I want to go back to the train station. I want to go. Nobody ever wanted to go. I'm like, I really think there's stuff in that corner because Chris was there for like 5 minutes and found a bell, and then we all left.
And then and I only stayed for maybe 20 minutes, a half an hour. And
Dude, that Drake bus could have been yours, dude. That would have been yours.
Right over
Yeah.
I probably swung right over it. Yeah, that's nothing.
Any screamer high tone like that, you got to dig it.
Oh, of
It
course.
was a solid 28.
That's a beer can.
Yeah.
It was a 28 all the way around. To be honest with you, I drugged dug through the poopy mud and I like moved it. And then it was
Oh, yeah.
gone, and I almost walked away. So I'm like, what the heck, man? It's like a hidden ghoster. And then I ran over it again, but it was 28 solid every way he ran over it. I mean, it was,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. That's
And then
a
when I
sick
pulled it out
find.
of the ground, I
That's
thought it
crazy.
was just like a regular largie again. And then Tom was the one who actually identified the year on it. We were just staring at it like, holy crap, dude. Those
Seen the
first two numbers
1-7
are
and then you-
17.
It's like,
Could
wow.
not believe
Mike
it.
and I
didn't
were
care
so
what-
mad.
I was.
Mike
I'll
and I
be-
were so mad because we were gonna go. Brittany and I drove up from her parents because we took our CPL class the day before, and we left at like 4:30 in the morning to make the 7:30 class, and then we drove back up the next day. And I was like, "Oh, we should go. You know, why not? It's nice out. It'll be a little muddy." And Mike was like, "Yeah," and he's like, "I don't think I'm gonna go." And I'm like, "Okay, well then I'm not really gonna go either. You know, I'll just let them do whatever." And then you sent that picture, and I was like,
Yeah.
Yep. I
I
was
feel
sitting there,
bad.
going, I was all warm and cozy. I'm like, I don't feel like going trudging through the mud. But, dang it.
Well, I'm telling you, man, no exaggeration. That meme is exactly what we were metal detecting, and it was pig crap.
It
I mean,
is.
it was so
It
bad.
is. It is. So Tom
Like you would
says,
seriously, I had knee boots on, like 17-inch knee boots, and there was a couple times where it almost went over my boot. It was bad.
if
Oh
you
my
stepped
God.
on those humps, you were going down a foot at least.
No,
Yeah.
that's-
I might be able
That's
to pull
up-
my coil because I still haven't washed my little coil after going there, and it looks like camouflage, like mud bog.
So Tom says the railroad crosses a river by his house. So
I
it
just
sounds
read
like
that
we
too.
need to be
That's-
going in that river right there.
That's intriguing.
Tom needs to get on here because he has so many connections with land. It's unbelievable. Like, I found some of the awesomest finds I've ever found going to the few permissions that he had. And I felt bad because that was when he didn't detect. He had my Ace 400, and I'm rocking an Equinox, and he couldn't even metal detect by me because my machine would just blow that 400 out with all interference. So he's like doing the yard all excited because he's in the driveway getting clad, and I pull an 1877 seated dime, and I'm like, dude, this is so awesome. He was excited about the clad. I felt bad because I'm like stealing all the good stuff out of the yard while he's digging junk. But he redeemed himself now. He's in the mix with the good coins. He went from being a trash
he
cleaner.
redeemed himself quite well.
Yeah,
Fucking
he went from being the
1856
trash
seated
cleaner
half.
to getting the good.
You little Pete's, man. Seated half.
Yeah.
How does someone
But
lose
yeah,
that in the mid 1800s?
The
I mean,
best
seriously.
part about the seated half is when me and Nick both told him it was garbage.
Yeah, we both said it was garbage.
We fling over like, that's probably junk. And then he uncovers it and we're like, dude, that is not garbage. That's shiny.
Tom, you should come on here, man.
Just get on, Tom. Come on. Don't be a wuss.
Tom doesn't seem like a peer pressure guy.
Well, I don't know if Tom's hearing aid might get disturbance from this.
Oh man.
He might not be able to get close enough to the camera with his walker.
Jeez.
Do they allow walkers at the dig stock? I don't know.
Hey,
Why, Chris,
right
you
now,
bringing
we might
yours?
get special
He's
parking.
gonna maybe an easy go.
See,
Oh,
you
you
don't
guys-
realize this, but Chris is actually sitting in a wheelchair right now.
Brian,
You guys are just going to put a handicap thing in your window, and you're going to drive up right in front of everyone else, right into the field.
Why do you
and be
think
like,
I'm
"Oh,
riding
sorry,
with
it's
those
okay."
guys, dude? That's why I'm riding down there. We get special parking with these guys. I might be able to get hooked up on a senior meal at McDonald's or something with them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, is North Carolina even open yet with restaurants?
I'm sure.
Yeah, Michigan was like the
I'd
last
have to
one.
ask my brother. He lives there, but
Michigan, Nick.
What?
Michigan sucks compared to everywhere else.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
that's-
Michigan was like
I mean-
the last, and she just freaking extended it to March 29 now. Yes. Sorry.
see what would be
Can I say that
cool
out
is if we
loud?
could go down a couple 4 days early and hit some of my
Oh.
brother's permissions down there. That would be awesome.
I don't have to be back to work till Wednesday, so just saying.
I got to be back to work on Tuesday, so.
But-
Well, good thing you're driving with somebody else.
We didn't really plan that out very well.
Oh man,
I mean,
we
you
got-
only get so much
we got
vacation
some
time in a
lag
year.
going on.
What
Yeah,
happened?
Brian, your Wi-Fi is going down, buddy.
Someone's is.
It's because he's in the sticks.
Yeah.
He's on
actually
compound.
take
The Wi-Fi turns off at 10
But I has to go back to work because I don't know what.
I have no idea.
Brian's
What he's
just
talking
stuck like
I
that.
don't have any idea what he's talking about. I got no idea.
DF Diggers, that's a good thing. We have a county up in the UP that's doing the same thing. Totally is disregarding the governor's orders.
Really bad.
What
the heck is going on?
Brian?
Did he just
Is he
have
back?
a stroke or something?
He's probably like dead, and we're just laughing.
Look at that still shot of him. That's perfect. You can screenshot it.
All right, I'm gonna take him out of the stream and put him back in and see if that does anything.
He's probably all confused. He was in the middle of a sentence and he just cut him
Well,
off.
Nick, he's always in the middle of a sentence.
Yeah.
You haven't noticed.
He is so.
Brian's an exorcist.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just leave his blank camera there then, and if it decides it wants to kick back in, then.
Mike's going to get more beer.
I was gonna say it's
I'm gonna
about
be right
that
back,
time
too.
already. Chris, did you see what I got going on behind me?
I do see a large poster.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, Brian, you made it! Hey, welcome back, buddy.
I don't know what happened there, dude. I think my Wi-Fi is drunk.
Oh my gosh.
Frickin' kids playing video games, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah, those dumb kids with their gamer chairs. I tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's in there rocking it out right now. I know he is. He's got the Xbox rocking, playing some Call of Duty, killing people. Is it lagging really bad on my end?
It was for
yeah.
a minute, but you're fine now.
Where'd Nick go? Did he die?
Yeah. I mean, anything's possible. He might have went to bed. You know how he gets.
He's just gone.
Leaves his camera on.
Hey, Mike, you got? Was that beer I just saw, Mike?
I
Oh,
gotta go fill
Bud
up,
Light, dude.
I'm empty.
That's such
I'm
a
empty.
disappointment. I'm disappointed. That's not
I-
latte.
I had to switch it up this week.
He's trying to get used to
How do we
drinking
get
light beer
Tom
for
in
the
here?
trip. I
No,
can't.
Moving straight to bourbon. The trip. We're going bourbon for the trip, dude. No beer.
Yep, bourbon for the trip. I got some beers going tonight. I've been in the mood for beer tonight.
As he pours it in
Well,
the
that's because
glass.
it's Friday.
Ooh, that's a dark one.
Beer,
Well, he doesn't want people. Didn't want people to know he was drinking beer. But once we were all drinking beer, now it's
Ooh.
acceptable.
Mm.
I'll
that left
stick
over
with
from
my
Irish.
water.
I knew Mike was going to be drinking beer.
yeah, it's yeah.
It's
I've been
Friday.
drinking since 2:00 today.
It's Friday.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah,
Joe,
I
do you
wish I
think
could-
there's more stuff in that yard in Caledonia that we should go snipe? If he's still here, he probably left. He hates us all.
I don't know.
He seen that I was possessed on the camera, said I needed an exorcist, and he bailed.
Yep.
You got scared.
Should I bring this Crotal bell and plant it in the field in front of someone, and they're going to be thinking they pulled out this 1750s Crotal bell, and it'll be
You
like
gotta do it. You gotta do it to Jake.
to Jake.
He
That'd be
still hasn't
funny.
found one.
It'll
No,
be
I
like a
did. I'm gonna
1900s.
bring like a huge jar full of clad.
And just throw it.
Oh, he refilled his whiskey. Joe refilled his whiskey. He didn't hear.
Ah,
He didn't hear. He didn't hear us ask him if he thinks there's any more stuff in my in-laws' yard.
Joe, what are you drinking?
I'm telling you, that place is a gold mine, but them guys are stingy. They won't let us dig it.
Stingy.
You don't know. No, dude. They like when I went there the first time, I like was being all careful digging in the yard. And it's not like a nice yard, but they claim the animals turned over all the plugs that I dug. I'm like, really?
Need some pest control then.
Ooh.
150 calories.
Oh,
You
Oh
are
no, Tom,
Weight
Tom's
Watchers, Chris?
got the whole week off.
oh man, we're staying
Tom has
longer.
that whole
We're
week off after.
We're going
I'll
long.
try if you guys really want to. If you really want to, I'll try. I can. I'm sure I can have another day or two off.
I can do one.
Whether
I
my
have to be
boss
back
likes it or not.
Wednesday.
Well, then maybe we can just get a Tuesday in there, and then we could swing all day Monday and part of Tuesday.
Right.
And
We have
actually,
to find a hotel.
you're gonna want a
somewhere
day to
'cause-
drive back home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dude, I'll get a hotel. I don't give a crap.
I'm just saying we only have
Dude,
the
we got-
Airbnb till Monday morning. So.
But we got a freaking minivan, dude.
Oh. Yeah.
See, dude, we got a minivan, and
Sleeps-
we're an old dude, so
Sleeps
Yeah.
3.
well, at least it'll be warmer. You hear my
Isn't it-
birds going crazy back there.
Have you guys
You have
checked the
birds?
forecast at all? Is there like a extended forecast? I haven't looked yet.
61 and sunny with a low
No.
of 38 on a Friday.
No, really?
Ooh.
Awesome.
Oh,
That's
dude,
I'm
the
gonna be
old
out there
man.
I'm gonna be out there in flip flops and the freaking shorts and no shirt. You guys.
Bareback.
You
Hell
guys are
yeah.
in for you guys are in for a treat.
You're gonna get a tan line from your sling.
Yep.
From the sleigh.
And just half my back because my wheelchair back only goes halfway.
Do you know how hard I would laugh, Chris, if you brought like a off-road wheelchair
Why
and you're
me?
just sitting
Why
in there?
me? Why me? Tom's older than me.
Well, Tom's gonna just get a walker. He can still walk.
So like an
You
all-wheel
forget
drive
you were the
easy
original
go,
old guy.
an ATV easy go.
Yeah, dude.
There you go.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, we're not knocking anyone with a
I don't
with a
understand
wheelchair
why
or
Tom
anything.
won't get in here.
No, of course not. Absolutely not. We would never do
I
that.
don't know.
We are all very respectful and everything.
Yes.
We just like to make fun
Now that
of our.
Brian's gone, that's true.
Yes.
We just
Now that
like to
Brian's
make
gone,
fun
we can
of
say that.
our guys that are getting to be
What?
towards
What'd
the
you say
dementia
now?
age.
Wait a minute here.
What?
Pre-dementia.
Did you forget what we were talking about, Chris? No, no. I said we're not knocking anybody if if they need to use a wheelchair or anything to go metal detecting. More power to them. We're just knocking on our guys that are getting towards dementia age.
Well, we call it the golden years.
Oh, the golden years.
Yeah, I like that better because I'm actually closer to those years than you guys are. So I'm getting up there with Chris and Tom. I'm
Yep.
next in line to be old.
In 6 years. 6 years I will be
Tom's so
retired.
old, he still hasn't figured out how to get into this. Tom hasn't figured out how to get into the feed yet. That's how old he is.
Into what? Oh, the StreamYard or whatever.
He hasn't figured out how to get into the live feed yet. I think he's trying.
It was easier than I thought it would be. Actually, it was pretty easy.
Yeah, I thought I had to make an account.
Well, see, I spent like half an hour looking for a headset and then realized that my new phone doesn't even have a headset jack, so it didn't really matter anyways.
No phones have headset jacks anymore, Brian. I'm sorry. It's called Bluetooth.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
Okay.
iPhone
Now you're
has a
getting too
headphone
fancy.
jack.
Well, okay, kind of. Yeah, it's true. It does. So
how
anyway,
many people are actually in our live stream here?
We have
How
11
do you
right
tell?
now, but I have it up on my. I can see it on mine.
who's Joe still here?
I would
Yeah, he's
assume
still here.
Joe's
Oh,
still
there he
here.
goes. Cinnamon whiskey guy, mostly Jack Fire. That sounds good. I like cinnamon whiskey too. Shut up, because you know I like. What?
This is turning into like an alcohol blog.
Smell it.
Hey, you know how many beer cans I've dug out of the ground now? More
You
than
got
I'd like to
7.
admit.
That's true.
You're not supposed to dig that garbage, but I did. I dug a lot of them.
Hey,
Why
I
you
dug
talking
a
about-
full one.
Where'd that come from? Why are you talking about?
Oh
beer
yeah, he
cans?
did ditch beer.
No, I didn't dig it, but I found it.
Ditch beer. That is sick.
We drank it.
And you guys drank
Yeah.
that too.
It was
Yeah,
so good.
they found a full unopened cold beer in the ditch, and they were like, "Hey, let's drink this beer."
It was like
Aw,
35 out.
No,
It was
did
like
you really?
35 out. It was cold enough. It was delicious.
so good.
I
Meanwhile,
didn't
that
drink
beer
it.
sat there on multiple 70-degree. It sat there on multiple 70-degree days before it got
No,
to 35.
We hit
Oh,
that
it-
field enough to find it in time.
It
We
did
hit that
because
field
it
Okay.
enough.
did not taste like metal.
Was it chewy? Did
Mm-mm.
you have to chew it at all?
Nope.
Did you?
Slid right down like all other 30 I had that day.
So you guys know I've seen a couple Hoover Boys videos. Have you guys seen the one where Billy Buttons finds a Pepsi
Oh, here we
in the
go.
ground? Did
No.
you see that one? He finds a Pepsi and he drank it. It was in the ground. It was an
Legend.
old can and it had, yeah, and he drank some of it and he got
A
sick.
full
Oh.
can. Like for,
He didn't drink the full can. He actually just sipped it. He took a drink out of it, and I guess he got sick. It was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
what do you expect?
It was like an old can or old bottle. I don't remember if it was a bottle or a can, but yeah, old. And it had a
Like-
lid in the bottom, and he drank it.
Like this one? Like this Pepsi? This
Let me
one right
see.
here?
Where?
Let me see.
Oh wow, that's cool. Where'd you find that?
I found this working in a trailer park in, I think, Fenville.
Oh, cool.
We were
out
digging in
there
the-
in Finn.
Yeah, out there in
Oh,
Fenville.
down there in the Fanvilles.
I don't know how old it is, though. It
Kentucky.
doesn't have any...
Kentucky, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kentucky. Yeah, I was working out there. We were refeeding a bunch of trailers and found this full bottle just in the sand.
Oh, did it still have Pepsi in it?
No, it wasn't full.
Oh,
It was just...
oh.
I was just surprised to see a whole bottle, like the whole thing intact.
Complete bottle.
Did you not
Yeah.
see my picture earlier this week, Nick?
Of all the old bottles? Yeah. I just
Those
don't
all-
collect them.
Those all came out from like excavator buckets.
Really?
Like when I take a scoop, bottles just fall out.
So I had that this last year when I was digging the.
Where was that at?
Digging the trench for my garage in my yard, we found the old cistern. And I guess back in the day, they would have the cistern, then they would put all kinds of bottles and crap all around it. I've got a huge box of old bottles that I dug up out of the yard here. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. We found a lot of them in Grand Rapids. Like anytime you dig in Grand Rapids, you're gonna find old bottles pretty much.
So, Mike, you know what I would do if I were you?
I'll tell you what.
I would take my pinpointer with me, Mike, and then just like, I don't know, just when you're on break or something, just go along all the crap you
No,
take out
I've-
and just run the pinpointer around.
I've thought about just taking my machine, but I
Oh,
decided
really?
my hour lunch or what's supposed to be a half hour, which
Yeah.
usually is an hour, would turn into like 4 hours probably. So
But so I
I
mean,
don't.
even if you did, I mean, if you disciplined yourself and just said, okay, I'm just gonna do it for the lunch break, you would find stuff.
Well, did I
Oh, yeah.
did I show you that lead soldier I found?
Yes, I remember that.
That
last-
was
that-
awesome.
That thing,
Yeah.
I took a scoop. I was sweeping off the sidewalk when I was done, and it was just
Yep.
laying there.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Wow.
I find old horseshoes, just stupid
Oh, wow.
old shit.
No kidding.
Oh no.
Gra-
Beep.
Kent County or Grand Rapids is really good on their website about like putting out what streets are going to be digging up and resurfacing or redoing. That's a good way to find out, doing some street tear-outs in Grand Rapids.
Sounds like we need to get the cops called on us again.
That was fun.
Again? Oh, in Holland?
Yeah, in Holland.
Oh, that's right. I didn't go that night. I went one night with you, Chandler, right?
Mhm.
And then what? You guys went another night and got the cops called?
Yeah.
Chandler, Mike, and I. Yeah, I mean it was like 11 o'clock at night.
It was
but
pretty
still.
late.
But they didn't. I mean, they left you alone, right? I mean, they didn't tell you.
The
to leave,
cops
right?
did. Yeah, they just
And
told us
then-
to move down the
And
street
then
further.
actually, that guy ended up apologizing.
Yeah, it was.
What? What guy? The guy that called?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
like,
didn't hear that story.
So like a week before we were there, like just on the other side of the like north-south road, because we were doing an east-west road, just on the other side of the north-south street that was closest to the house, there's like a shooting or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's
so-
right. Yes.
Yeah, and he had young kids, so he was just like, why are you guys wandering around in the street at 11:15 at night on like a Tuesday,
Yep.
with flashlights and everything.
Okay.
And then when you say
This
you're
was-
just metal detecting, they just kind of look at you like, okay.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Yeah.
So DF Digger wants to know the weirdest thing you guys have found.
The weirdest thing we found.
Weirdest.
Is
Oh.
there an echo in here?
Oh, I got a good one. So
You guys all go. I'm gonna keep eating more chips.
It's weird, but it's kind of cool. It's the old Merry Widow's condom
Condom
tin.
pin.
Yep, got one of those in my. Where did I find that one? I forgot where, but yeah,
Mike?
got the condom tin.
It was in your yard. It was in your
Yeah.
yard.
You dropped it.
Oops, that was back.
Ooh.
I remember her. That was Henrietta back in 1924.
Oh my.
Your
was a
wife
good
must not
year.
be home.
Oh, Henrietta.
See you later, Joe.
See you, Joe.
Mike almost found a whole car.
What? Who?
Yeah. I was determined to find that car.
Yeah, we were down at.
I don't know if
Brian's
I've
buddy's
actually
place.
dug anything really weird.
I'm trying to
DF
think
Digger,
of something weird too.
DF Digger,
I-
where are you from? Where's DF Digger from?
Good
I have
question.
so many weird relics that I think I just leave outside. You just look at it and you're like, what purpose did this have in the
Yep.
1880s?
Like what?
I can't even think of one, honestly.
I think the weirdest thing I dug. I was in a baseball diamond in Muskegon when I took my Uncle Dan, and I dug an entire carburetor out of a car. It was in the middle of the baseball field, the whole carburetor.
Oh wow.
Thought you were gonna find some needles or
I
something.
don't know why that was there. It's kind of weird.
Okay, Dover Foxcroft. Is that one name? Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
How do you pronounce that?
Dover Foxcroft? Sounds like I'm gonna
I
say a
thought
bad
Michigan
word.
had some weird
Dover
towns.
Dover Foxcroft.
Dude, you're gonna get.
I know we're gonna get
PG stream here,
sorry,
Chris.
I said Dover Foxcroft, Maine. I hunt the Piscataqui
Used to be
River.
2 towns.
Piscataqui. That was your best.
Piscataquis.
That's our high school
Sorry,
education right there.
sorry.
I was
DF.
gonna guess Pisquata.
Piscataqui.
What's
Am I
the Pocahontas River there?
So, hey, Digger, Piscataqui, is that right?
Pisca.
Piscataquis. or
It looks
Piscataqui.
French. The name looks French.
Oh, for sure,
Pisca-
definitely.
Okay.
Piscataquis. Piscataqui. I don't know.
Piscataqui.
Piscataqui. Piscataqus. Oh, Piscataqus.
Oh
Love
yeah,
it.
yeah. We definitely knew that.
Rolled right off the tongue there, Chris. Good
Yep.
work.
It all
I'm-
makes sense
I'm-
now.
I'm partially French.
Oh yeah.
No,
Weird.
not even close.
It's
Maine,
a cool hat Mike's got in the background,
Where is it?
right next to the bookcase.
The sun hat.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike, put that hat on, man. I'll give you
Did
$1.
you see those? Did you see the thing Tom got us for our
Oh,
our
shit,
trip?
I'm gonna
Those
owe him $1.
like a jeweler's magnifier, pretty badass.
Tom got everybody one.
I don't know if he got you guys one, but he got me one.
Like a
Tom.
like a loop, you mean?
Yeah, it's a jeweler's loop, but it's got lights and it magnifies like crazy. It's awesome. Definitely
have one of
going in the
those, too.
pouch when I go down.
That wasn't loud at all, Chandler.
I even did it on the floor.
This is StreamYard. And he's baked. I'm not baked, but I'm.
You're getting toasty.
Who's big?
Mm-hmm.
Mike, what?
DF.
DF.
I'm not big. Share the
Poodle.
wealth, man.
DF Digger wants to join.
Hey, you can join in.
I gotta get going pretty quick. I gotta go pick up my kid. Jeez, oh Pete.
Chris's kid's been waiting for him for 45 minutes. He's
Yeah.
like, no, you're gonna wait 15 more minutes.
Yeah.
Waiting
I was
for
supposed
what?
to pick her up at 10. She's at her friend's house.
Oh. We lost Brian again.
I just sent my kid to go pick her up.
Yeah, it's me. I'm gonna
I
bail.
think-
My internet's crap.
Okay.
All right, see you guys. Well, I'll see you, Brian. Chris,
Yep,
you
see
can
you,
go in a little
Brian.
bit.
Yep, I'm gonna
It was
roll.
good times, man. I'll make
Good
sure my
times.
internet's fixed for the next one.
All right, see you later.
See you guys.
See.
See it.
Nope, got rid of Facebook. Well, DF, I don't want to put a link out on YouTube just because you never know who's really gonna join. Shoot me an email, vcvariety@gmail.com, and I'll email you back a link to this then if you want to get on tonight. I think next time we do a giveaway, Nick, I'm gonna give away some of these silver halves that I got. The ones that were sitting in that crap for like 3 years that have the blue edges now.
Are you gonna fix those?
I was gonna send them to Tony Mills, have him run them through his ugly box. And there's another guy from Michigan that's going to the
Big stock?
yeah. Danny Grayson.
Name sounds familiar.
He's going, which I didn't
Okay.
know. Which I did not know.
Danny.
He's in all the pages.
Danny who?
You spell it Dani.
Oh yeah, I'm friends with him.
Yeah, he's going.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
crap.
was at the. Oh man, yeah, I remember him. He was at one of the seated hunts.
He was at Casey's.
Mm-hmm.
There's another guy who lives in Van Buren County. He wants to go out for breakfast with all of us and talk metal detecting. And
If we can,
sometime.
if we can all find a free day
Saturday morning, we can all go.
tomorrow morning.
Well, not tomorrow, but
Oh,
just a Saturday.
so you're only working Saturday nights then?
No, but I'm
Oh.
every other.
Oh, that's right.
All right, so his name is Danny. We'll see if he's going to join. Not Danny, Dennis. His name is Dennis. I sent him a link to the stream. I'll probably only keep this up to like 10:30.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
getting
I'm
pretty
calling.
tired. I still haven't had any dinner.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Ray
happens.
says Danny's a good dude. Yeah, Ray, he is. I remember meeting him at Casey's. I didn't really talk to him too much.
There were so many people there.
Mm-hmm.
It was absolutely ridiculous.
Everyone just wanted to talk to me to see my gold coin anyway. So
Oh yeah, you know.
you know,
You just had to flex that one out there,
as if I haven't enough already. Yeah.
right? Oh, Mike's back. Hello, Mike.
All right. So Dennis from DF Digger or the DF Digger is going to join in for a little bit. Looks like he's getting his headphones going right now, so I'll wait just a couple minutes to get him in. But yeah, his name's Dennis, so I
Dennis.
should be pretty good. All right, I'm gonna add him right now then.
Hey,
Dennis,
guys.
what's going on, man?
How are
Hey,
you guys?
Dennis.
Hey, good. What's going on, brother?
Oh, just chilling out on a Friday night.
Us too.
Oh, good. Yeah, I was glad to catch you guys here. I've seen a few of your videos and stuff. Yeah, I'm enjoying these streams. Usually
Good,
I
yeah.
play.
We appreciate it. You know, we're just here to have fun. You know, it's not about having 700 people on a stream or nothing like that. You know,
No.
just hanging out, having fun.
Yeah, we got a good community here. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of different people. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm starting a stream tomorrow. My first official stream. It's called Main Streams.
I like it.
Yeah, it's going to be at 11 a.m. on Saturdays until we can get out and start digging again, and move that probably to a different night or something if people like it or not.
On YouTube.
Yep. Yeah.
Nice.
I had to get off Facebook. It was just too much stuff. I moved
I
out
don't
here
blame
where I
you.
am
Oh,
to
we
have
don't
a
blame
simple
you.
life.
hmm I do not blame you on that one.
It's about time I go subscribe to you. It looks like, Dennis.
Oh, I appreciate it.
I will make sure that I do that right now too.
Yeah, I pretty much hunt the Piscataquis River up here. I've been doing that for about 3 years, and there's been people up here since 1792 exploring.
Okay.
In the last 200 years, the town's been around. It's had 4 major floods that took homes, farms, businesses. So there's just scattered everywhere through this river.
So what part of Maine is that in?
Just about smack dab in the middle. We're at the bottom basin of the Appalachian Mountains. They call it the Central Highlands.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a nice little big valley here. A lot of history up through here.
So when you go out for like a typical river hunt, what are some of the things that you can expect to find? You know, like for us around here, we can expect usually, you know, to find a bunch of these little crotal bells because we mainly hunt, you know, old farms out here, Indian heads, you know, a bunch of farm type stuff.
I've pulled 96 bells out of the river.
Wow.
Yeah,
I guess
everything.
horses cross the river too.
Yeah, well, cattle. Back until almost late 1800s, you couldn't cross your livestock across the bridges. They were all wooden. So this river is mostly shallow in the summer, and it's usually below your knees for the most part. But they used to cross in here, and you know, their livestock, carriages, everything.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So do you find like a bunch of coins and everything too? Or not so much in the rivers?
The only thing I found for coins that were of age was a shield nickel, a 1823 Russian 2 kopeck, and a 1783 Louis XVI.
Okay.
That predated the state by 33 years. So I'm thinking, you know, early explorers might have, you know, lost that in the river.
That, you know, that's what I'm assuming with that Drake bus scent that Brian found. You know, like I was saying, Michigan wasn't a state till either 1837 or 1848. I can't remember which one, but I mean.
But people were there way before that. Yeah.
Right. I mean, if it's 1848, that precedes the state of Michigan by, you know, 50 years.
Well, I imagine, looking at Google Earth, I imagine there had to been explorers coming up and down that river right through Grand Rapids. You know,
I would assume so.
Anything and everything can be in there. But yeah, I find a lot of pewter in the river. Actually, an amazing amount of pewter in this river. A lot of it silver plated. Personal items, bells, watches, just about anything you can think of is in this river.
Really?
Yep.
So what does your typical gear look like for when you go out into the river?
The first 2 years I hunted with the White's Treasure Pro, and that did great. It's not fully waterproof. The second year I dipped the control box in the river. It sounded a little funky for a day, but it worked. Then I ended up picking up the Simplex, and that thing is submerged in the river every single day. I go down there, every find, it's sitting at the bottom of the river, and I haven't had a problem with it at all.
Huh.
But yeah, you want to wear waders. If you got felt bottoms, those work best. Shovel. Our river is a lot of ledge and boulders and rocks.
Yep.
So you can't use a sand scoop in this river.
Mm-hmm.
So when you use a shovel, you just keep going for it, or what? Like it's kind of a crapshoot at that point.
Well, I heard you guys talking about beer cans and soda cans. In certain parts of the river where the rapids slow down and it becomes dead, you find a lot of aluminum settles in those spots, and there'll be a soda can down a foot and a half, and it will sound beautiful. But I've learned to trust my detector. If it says it's down there 2 inches and I've dug 6 inches, I'm not digging anymore. I've just, way too many times I've done it. You get used to your detector, but
we have that in the fields here too, with that big, chop plow pieces from, turn of the century machinery. You got the big iron pieces this big that are buried a foot down. They sound great, ring up 80, 81 on the AT Pro, pretty high on the Knox as well. And you're down 10 inches and it's still just getting louder and louder. That it ain't it.
Yeah. Well, on the river, one, you got to have that waterproof pinpointer. All right, it's going to take you forever to find something without one.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, you really can't dig down too far. I think even the most sanded areas in this river might go down 2-3 feet to ledge, and there's just stuff covered all through there. I asked you guys about what was your weirdest find. Let me see if I can show you this. That there is a World War II Nazi infantry badge.
What?
And I found in the river. Yeah.
I was just looking at that thumbnail on your channel.
Yeah. That's probably about the weirdest. I don't mean weirdest, just a story about how it would have gotten there.
Right.
But it's even for newbies. We had a lady up last year she was 3 months into metal detecting. And she came up and the river was dry, 117-year-old drought. And she found a U.S. box buckle.
Wow.
Yeah. And
so is that Rev War then?
Civil War.
Civil War.
Yeah. And after I posted that video, a lady in town had told us that her great-great-grandmother used to live. The houses were built. I mean, you could open up your back door and the river's right there. She said her great-great-grandmother threw out her great-great-grandfather's Civil War chest. So I imagine there's at least another U.S. buckle plate, breastplate, and possibly a sword in there.
Wow. That would be insane to find a sword.
So where is this at?
Actually, you guys watch my videos. I have an open invite for this river. Anybody and everybody. Up here in Maine, all the waters are the people's waters. So nobody owns it. And you actually have 15 feet from that river at normal point. That is all free access. Yeah. So, you got to come up and hunt it. If you're going to find anything, it's not typical hunting. It's hard hunting.
Yeah.
Most days I come off and I can't walk after I'm done the day, walking on uneven rocks and stuff. But, there's stuff in there. It's got to be scoured. But I mean, we found everything from silver, coins. Like I said, everything. It was a great spot to have for a beginner. And I've only been doing it for 3 years now.
Yeah, I mean, we're all pretty, in the general sense of things, we're pretty greenhorn at it as well. I mean, This will be my 4th full year, I think, doing it.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you ever come to Michigan, I can guarantee you we'll have spots for you here.
Yeah, I can't even take a long drive from my house. I have a lot of nerve damage in my back, and this was about the only hobby I could do. Water's actually therapeutic. It gives you buoyancy when you're in your waders, and a lot easier carrying, swinging that coil because you're not carrying the whole weight. But yeah, long trips. I don't travel much more than an hour away from my house.
Okay.
Yeah, but we've got a bunch of places up here that we got marked out for this year. You guys were talking about some local streams and stuff. Check out those old towns. I don't know if you guys know Madison, Maine. Richie.
Mm-mm.
He's another good guy to watch. But yeah, he went down into one of these old streams, and he found himself a beautiful whole shoe buckle, brass shoe buckle. The tongue, everything's in it.
Wow.
Yeah, there's stuff down here, guys. Explore it because not a lot of people are doing it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's something I was saying earlier. We got to work on that. I mean, last year, with the whole shutdown and everything, when we're shut down, I'm still salaried at my job. I'm a restaurant manager.
Right.
My hours just change from early and late. It goes to like 10:45 to 9 at night. And so at that point of the day, it's like, well, there's not really a whole lot of time for me to get out because I don't want to get up at 6 to go do it and then work 11 hours. Or, we ended up detecting pretty late at night. Most nights is, I get out of work at 9. We'd be in the fields from like 9:30 to 1 a.m.
Right. Got to do what you got to do.
But then in the summertime, when I went back to work, it was just like, man, I really don't want to go out and metal detect, just from getting tired from the shift change again. And I don't know, this summer, I think we definitely need to put a lot more time into it.
Yeah. Yeah. Be interesting to see if you guys want to pull out of there. I know there's stuff in there. Oh, and by the way, it's Dover Foxcroft, and it's Piscataquis River.
Piscataquis and Dover
Foxcroft. There used to be two towns. They established early 1820s, both of them, but they joined in 1920.
Okay.
Yeah. And the river split the two.
Interesting.
Yeah. You guys have a good night, and just want to stop in, say hi, and we'll catch you guys around.
All right.
Yeah. Maybe we can have you on another time, when it's not 10:30 at night.
Yeah, right.
I usually don't go to bed till 11, 12, and Eastern Standard Time, and I don't know. You guys are an hour ahead of me?
Nope, we're the same time zone.
Yeah, we're same time zone as you.
Yeah. Yeah. So shoot me a link or something, and I'll try to catch you guys next week. You guys on the same night every week?
We just kind of do it whenever. I wasn't even planning on it tonight, but I got a rare night off from work, and my girlfriend's home because she's got to work early tomorrow morning. So I said, "What the heck? Let's fire it up."
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I've done that a few times, and people jump in, they jump in. But all right. Cool. I'll sign out. You guys have a good one. Stay warm.
All right. I appreciate
nice
you making
meeting
an
you.
appearance. Nice to meet you.
All right. Take care.
You too.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
Cool guy.
Yeah.
I really want to do that water stuff more.
I'd agree with you. I think coming up here after this whole dig stock thing, I'm really going to hit the ground running to do permissions for fields because we got to get that going. And same thing for water hunting. I think we just got to find little tiny towns where the river goes through, either the Kalamazoo or the Grand or something. Figure something out. I know.
The Grand might be
there's got to
tough.
be places.
The Grand is probably going to be tough.
It's pretty deep. I mean, and it flows pretty good in some places.
If we really wanted to do that, we could probably go on the east side of the Saginaw River. That's a pretty slow-moving river.
Road trips.
Yeah.
Mr. Time Off over here.
I don't have that much time off. I just know that the Saginaw is a slow-moving river. I mean, there's people ice fishing it this year, so
Really?
yeah.
I don't know, but you got that. What runs through Rockford?
The
Rogue.
Rogue. I mean, that moves fast, but it's not as deep.
Right.
I've waded that whole thing before.
Yeah. I mean, there's smaller scale rivers, I guess. I think the Grand, there's good stuff in there, but I don't know. I just think it'd be really tough.
We gotta find the fingers, like the streams that come off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The tributaries.
Definitely.
I think we'd be able to find places like on the Kalamazoo, there's part of the river that used to go right through New Richmond. I'm sure even if we like magnet fish that, I'm sure we could find a whole bunch of stuff there.
Yeah.
There's a guy who is in High Toners. I think it's William Weigel. Tom Shivley, what's going on, dude? Welcome.
Hey, Tom.
Welcome. Dennis says use Google Earth to look for shallow spots. He's gold pan the road. That'd be fun. I got a gold pan. I'd go do that. Mike, you got to buy a gold pan so you can pan for gold with me.
Dude, if I'm buying a gold pan, I'm moving out to Alaska and hanging out with Schnabel.
$8. We can $8.
Yes, in Canada.
$8, dude. We can pan the creek behind my house. I've done it before. I'll do it again. No, but like William White, he reached out to some magnet fishing company and he was like, "Hey, did you see that on High Toners?" He's like, "Yeah, hey, I'm looking to get this and maybe have you guys sponsor me." And they're like, "Oh yeah, 100%."
Yeah, so I have a magnet from that company that is sponsoring him or whatever.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah. I of course bought the nifty case for it, so that'll probably just get tossed in when we go down to North Carolina. Because why the hell not?
Right.
Well, I just don't see magnet fishing that appealing.
It's very dirty. Also, I will say, I was super gung ho about it. I went out, me and George, Sunday afternoon. We were like, nothing else to do. Go to the Grand River. I tossed in like 4 times, and I was like, I'm filthy. My hands are freezing. This is stupid. And
did you find anything?
I pulled out a bullet casing. Like, I don't know.
Yep, that's the Grand River right there.
Yep.
Yeah. And then we went to a little park, and I pulled out a fishing pliers, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll never have to buy one of these again, and then never went back out with it. But I don't know. It's a cool idea. There's that guy in Grand Rapids that he's gotten pretty big off of it. I don't remember what his name is. Toothless Outdoors or something. And he pulled up a sign out of the Grand Rivers, an old gas station sign worth $3,000. It was like perfectly preserved.
Wow.
What?
That's a very rare find, but
yeah, right.
I don't know. He's kind of cool to follow, but
I mean, I guess if you find like a little safe or something that you can crack into and maybe find some stuff.
I don't know. I was pretty gung-ho about that. That was actually right before that was last spring, before I decided to take out my sweet metal detector that I thought I had.
Dude, I can't tell you how many places Nick and I hit with our Ace 300s. We probably hit 20, 25 houses before we upgraded.
Yeah, and I have no doubt I could have found stuff with that thing I got, but the guy I bought it from, he showed me his entire collection of rings and stuff, and I'm like, wow, that's really sweet. And then I never used it, and then
and it depends on what you're doing too, because if you're just going to the park and the beach, you can buy a $100 metal detector and be perfectly fine. But for what we're doing,
no, you'd have to dig everything.
Yeah, literally everything, which would not be fun.
No, and you'd miss a lot of the small targets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I want to go back to that field that you and I were in and see how well 3 weeks ago where I found that matron and see how trashy that thing is actually going to be. Yeah. Because there's a lot of small targets there and they sound exactly like Indians.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
Yeah. But that would, I don't know. That's pretty close. That's a pretty close place for me too, where I can weed out that junk after work. And, I mean, it just, it's a 2-minute drive away. It'd be a place to just go kill time. Yeah. It's not necessarily a place to go and hammer hard, but you just swing around on it,
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, all right, guys. What do you think? Call or quiz?
Yep. I think it's bedtime.
It's bedtime.
It's
way
like-
past my bedtime.
It's like 4 hours past the next bedtime.
Yeah,
I know. I'm surprised you didn't fall asleep on stream.
I'm feeling it.
All right. I got to get a new wheel bearing in my truck, and then we're good to go for North Carolina. So
Sweet.
There's another grand.
Let's run
not
it.
$1,000. Nah, dude. It cost me $200. I'll throw it in there myself, get pissed, throw dad's tools all around the garage. It'll be a great day.
It's the only way to do it.
Oh, wheel bearing's pretty easy. Just one plug for ABS, and you're golden.
You say that like you haven't done a wheel bearing on one of my trucks before.
No, I haven't.
I think both my dad and I, we did one on my Dodge Ram in high school. We had like a 8-foot pole, and we were both pushing on it as hard as we could to get the nut off, and it finally just snapped off. So I needed a new bolt and everything too. So
You win some, you lose some.
yeah, I
Yeah.
normally take the L's on that kind of stuff. It is what it is.
When you
I-
throw everything back in your truck and you just send it to the shop.
Yep.
Tow it to
Done
the
that
shop.
a few times.
Everyone appreciate it tuning in tonight. I don't know when the next one will be. We'll probably do one from North Carolina, just having some fun beforehand, and maybe hanging out with a couple other people. So
That would
we
be
got to be out of
mess.
the field at 6, right? It's 6 to 6, so
is it
Well,
6
time
to
at night.
6?
That's what I thought, but I could be wrong.
6
on that.
a.m. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
This
wake
is a
up, boy.
vacation. I don't need to get up early.
Come on, ladies, it's go time.
We're gonna, we say we're gonna be hanging out and having fun and staying up late. We're gonna
Oh,
get back
no.
from the field all day. It's gonna be 7:30, 8 o'clock, and
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
We're cash. That's the day
Yep.
right there.
It'll be fun.
Mike's gonna have a bush latte in his hand and he's gonna fall asleep in the recliner.
Never move.
Before we end this though, look at what Tom just said here.
What the?
Tom, why do you know these things and just
Yeah,
not
what the
tell
heck?
us? Like,
Why does he not talk more?
I do have a number of fields up north of Allendale that I'm trying to get permission for. It's called like Spoonville or something like that, but
Nice.
yeah, that's
I've
literally
lived
what it's
here my
called.
entire life without knowing that.
That I can look at the map. Hang on, I have the map up on one of my things here.
Oh man.
One of my hundreds of tabs. That is.
How are you
open.
even? How are you even focusing on like this area right now, though?
What area?
Like where we live. I haven't even been thinking about metal detecting around here lately.
Why?
I'm just that amped up for North Carolina.
I'm thinking about a creek right now in right where I live that I could go metal detect.
Well, let's go. Invite me over. I love the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I'll be out
It
there
was-
bareback because I hate wearing shirts. I'm not gonna lie, but
we might get yelled at by some local businesses, but we can just
no.
flip them the birds on.
Michigan's the same way as Maine.
Yeah, you don't own the water.
No, you
mean,
can't go on the land, but
I don't care. We don't have to.
no,
ooh, that's not the one.
That's not the one.
Salem, bro.
I actually just
It-
saw that on the Michigan history page. Somebody
did
had like
too.
it was a 1912 map of Salem.
Maybe this is the one. Okay, there we go. See? Spoonville. And like the highway goes through here now, and this is there's like a whole bunch of new buildings right here, but like all of these houses right here are not there. Like one of these is here, most of these are here, and then
Where-
like these ones aren't here.
What is
These
that
ones
railroad?
aren't here.
That's probably,
This is the same railroad that
Yeah.
we did down here. That's that logging railroad that runs up.
Oh,
I haven't even got north of here yet. I haven't even looked of anything, but like
yeah. Okay.
all through
So
here.
on the other side of the river there, so yeah, the other side of the river is that park that Tom was talking about,
okay.
where they have like the train station and stuff in the park. If I'm not mistaken.
I don't know where that is.
231. Just east of it. This might be We might have to have a more in-depth conversation about this off the interwebs.
Yeah.
Off
We
the
can
interwebs.
have a more in-depth conversation because I'm sitting here just going, 231. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. But there's a lot of stuff up there that I gotta start looking for. So.
Facts checked.
All right, everyone, have a good night. Appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you guys next time. Nick and Mike, we got to have a conversation apparently. So, everybody have a good night. We'll see you later.
Yep.
See ya.
See ya.